hey.
Wait, I'm just check. Oh, hi.
There he is, there he is. Good evening, good evening. We are joined, October Red Boxing is happy to have with us Kamil Sokolowski. Good evening and thank you so much for jumping on a live with us. How you doing?
You're welcome. Yeah, I'm just back from London. So this week is last week camp. Joseph Parker, and then I come back, help him, and back Friday to my place to Devon.
Wow, okay. Well, first of all, I just want to say a massive congratulations on your win yesterday against
Thank you
George
very much.
Fox at the Copper Box Arena. Talk us through that fight. I mean, we're going to get to know you in a little bit. And to everybody that's joined, we're joined by Kamil Sokolowski, who's got his very deserved win against George Fox last night. So, Kamil, talk us through that fight because you are what I call a gatekeeper for prospect boxers. If they can get past you, they stand a good chance in the pro ranks. So this is what we know about Kamil. But Kamil, I'm going
Yeah,
to throw it over to you about last night. Talk to us about that fight last night because it was very good.
yeah. So yes, you have right. So if prospect has fight with me and beat me or pass me, then they can go higher. You know what I mean? So I think yesterday fight with Dave Fox was too quick for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just 4 fights. I know he's tall, strong guy, but my experience is a bit better. And even if my record is not very well, not very good, so I'm still got better experience. So
And we can talk about that experience because you started off in mixed martial arts, is that right?
no, kickbox.
Kick, Kickboxing, I do stand corrected. So your record doesn't really do you justice as a fighter because you've got down 11 wins, 23 losses, and 2 draws. I'm going to pull you into certain fights. Obviously, you've spoke about yesterday with George Fox. I think he was what, 6'7". He was
Yeah,
a few stone more heavier than you. I mean, how did you find it in the ring with him?
yeah. It's does it matter for me how people is taller or heavier than me? I'm feeling good now because last fight when I fight with Solomon Duckres, I was too heavy, 110 kilos, so is no my weight. Yesterday I'm weighing 104, so it's my best weight. I'm feeling very good, and I'm better movement and more mobile.
Yeah, and that definitely showed in there because what I noticed with Jordan, you've got that experience. Like I said, I mean, even a couple of people have put it in the chat. They've called you the prospect killer. So you've got a bit
Yeah.
of a reputation. You sort of like have a high guard, and you will look for those angles. You can see that you're ready to throw the shots out. George
Yes.
sort of like was quite slow off the mark. Um, And I don't know, how did his shots feel? Because it didn't look like there was any power going into his shots. Now, obviously, I wasn't feeling his punches, but how did his punches feel? Because it just seemed like there wasn't that much power going into his shots. But talk to me.
It's heavyweight punches every is feeling. When you get for your heads always is feeling strong. But yesterday is George strong as well, but no, like for example Martin Bakole when I fight few years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
So because he's still young, I don't know, he's 29 or
yes,
28, George Fox. Yeah, so
yeah, yeah. Because I'm looking at him. Because you fought. When did you fight Bacoli? Where's he gone? You
oh, you
fought
have
him
checked both.
2000. Yeah, 2017.
Yes, 4 years ago. Yes,
Yeah,
your
you
call.
fought. Yeah. So talk to us about your boxing career then. How did you start? Because like I said, you were in kickboxing to start off with. how did you make the transition into boxing?
Because I'm trained kickboxing in Poland, and
Yeah.
then I had few fights in bigger, better tournament box,
Yeah.
and came to England and start boxing here. Proper
Okay.
boxing, proper start, yeah. Because I fight, yes, in bigger, better was tournament before in Poland and in Bulgaria, and fight. I've got 10 fights in box,
Yeah.
and when I come here, yes, I want train box and finish
Okay.
kickbox.
So how long have you been living in the UK?
January 8 years. This
Oh,
January,
right. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you've been here for a while. So walk us through your career. What was your intention when you joined, like turned over pro? Because I'm going to make the assumption that you didn't say, "Hi, I'm going to become a journeyman." What happened? Talk to me. Walk us through your career.
If you know, I've got first fight in my pro debut
Yep.
2014 with Adam Mahai,
Yep.
very tall guy, and it was good win because he got 5-0, I
Yep.
think, a record,
Yeah.
and
Four
I was
zero.
good win. Yeah, but was my old manager. I think he make me journeyman, because my second fight was with Dillian White, and I'm
Yeah.
lost, and another was fight, and I again lost, and everyone, take me like journeyman. So
Ah. So it wasn't your intention because your second fight was Dillian White
yeah,
back in 2014, and that is a tough match to put you in when you've just
yeah,
started out yourself. Bearing in mind, I think what was Dillian then? 11 fights in.
11, yeah. 11 fighting, yeah.
So you sort of like fell into this role. It wasn't a choice that you made.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. So you fought also Cash Ali, who I know that you're currently in camp with at the moment. Cash is a fantastic guy. I've met him myself. He's
Yeah.
awesome. How is it now? Like, obviously, you two fought each other at one point, and now you're in camp together. What's that like? And have you been in camp before?
He's been in my place in Devon year ago, and for spa, and we spa last week together. We are friends now. So we fight a long time ago, so now it's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, not opponents anymore, so it's all right. It's all good.
Yes, of
Nathan
course.
Gorman. Nathan Gorman, you fought him twice. What was he like to fight? Because a lot of people, and the reason why I ask this is because a lot of people underestimate Nathan Gorman. I believe he's a good boxer, but I'll put it
He's
over
good.
to you. What do you think of him?
Yeah, he's good boxer, very fast. Heavyweight, but very fast hands. So he helped me. He's been in my place as well 2 years ago when I preparing to tournament.
Yeah.
He helped me as well. Yeah,
Wow. Okay. Because you fought him twice, didn't you?
twice. Yeah. First time, I don't remember what year it was. 4 years ago.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find him on here. Bear with me. I know that you've definitely fought him twice. Where's he gone? Gorman. Gorman. Right, I've got the. Right, you initially fought him in 2016 when he was 3-0.
Yes. And year later or 2 years.
Yeah, and then you fought him in 2018. Was there any reason
Yeah,
why you thought you fought him twice?
because because second fight, I think his opponent pull out, and we get phone. If you want to fight again with Nathan Gorman, was 3 days before show, so I'm okay, no problem.
Fair enough. And then you've also fought David Price. What was he like?
Oh, David Price, but I think he wasn't very fit when he fight with me,
Right.
and it was very good opportunity, yeah, for
Yeah.
for me, and I wanted to beat him, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, but after this fight, he few times invited me for sparring, camp
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Yeah. I I'm just going to look at the chat. Somebody's asked a really good question. Ra Holcomb. He said, Kamil, would you like to win a title? Maybe even a Polish heavyweight title? Thanks for your question, Ra. What do you think
Yes,
of that?
if I get chance fight on Polish heavyweight title, definitely we take, yeah.
Brilliant. I'm
Yeah.
just seeing. Right, we've got Shawnee .J XX. What a night it was. What was so good to watch you. Unreal talent. So you've got a lot of support
Thank
coming
you.
in here. Grace, is it? Gosh, Jansabon, please accept my apologies for the pronunciation. He's put our champ and the king crown, and yeah. So yeah, quite a few people have put prospect killer, putting Barney on the map. Does that make sense? And somebody says Polish power. Congratulations, champ. You've got a lot of support. People putting a lot of
Thank you.
comments in here.
Thank you. Nice to hear, you know. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
definitely. So we're gonna Nick Webb, another heavyweight. You also won against him.
Yes.
What was he like to fight? Because you've got some really good names on your resume, and I haven't watched your fight with Nick Webb. So what was that fight like?
You know, I've got good names because I take fight with everyone, you know. Just get call and no problem. We fight, you know. I'm train all the time, every day. So I'm always ready. So maybe no when I fight last fight with Solomon Deckard, I not really was ready, but
Yeah, you wasn't in
yeah.
camp, was you, for that fight?
Yes.
Yeah, that's interesting. So hold on, bear with me. Somebody said, we fans need to ask the promoters to take Kamil on as a fighter. Yeah, good question. That's a Ra Holcomb again. Jamie _8006. Great win yesterday. Massive in England now. Fan
Thank you.
favourite. So you're getting
Thank
quite
you.
a few comments from people that are like bigging you up massively. We're gonna you've fought Nick Webb, you've fought Lucas Brown, you've got some really good names. Cash Ali. We're gonna move to the 24th of April 2021. Now, I was sat at home and I watched that fight and I was screaming at the television, as I do, because I'm quite a vocal boxing fan. I love it.
Yeah.
You won that fight. I don't care what anybody says. You won that fight. Talk us through that. Go back to April when you fought David Adelaye. Talk us through that fight from what you can remember.
So, yeah, so I was in camp in the Joseph Parker as well, and we
Right.
finish camp and we get phone, we get call 5 days before fight with
Right.
David Adelaye, and from camp straight on to London
Yeah.
and fight. So, but unfortunately, I'm lost for points. But you know, was lots people said, you know, lost you win. So I'm think same. I win this fight, but what can I say? You know, if I win, it's not really change in my record, you know. But
I understand.
for him, change a lot. So you know what I mean, yeah?
Yeah, I totally understand it. And what I will say, because I spoke to David Adelaye recently, it's because of your fight with him what brought you to everybody's attention. It's sort of that controversial loss that you had, him having the controversial win, brought you to everyone's eyes. Everyone was like, because I remember I've watched Dillian White's fights, I've watched all of them. I don't remember him fighting you until I checked your box rec. And I was like,
Yeah.
my gosh. So Kamil's been around for ages, but you wasn't noticed until that controversial loss against David Adelaye. So even though it was an unfair decision, and my opinion is it was the wrong decision, it still brought you to the forefront of boxing, and everybody started to see Kamil, and that's when that sort of like that reputation started to build. Okay, he's you know, he can take people's O's. He's the gatekeeper for all prospect boxers. Going back to what I
Of
said in the
course,
beginning, if you can get past Kamil, you stand a chance in the pro ranks.
of
And
course, definitely.
it's a bit, I don't know how you feel about it because we'll touch on David Adelaye again in a bit, but you didn't start off in boxing to be a journeyman. You wanted to be a fighter, a champion. You were put in difficult fights to start off with, and then that's when it's sort of like a snowball effect. It starts off small and it gets bigger and bigger, and then before you
Yeah,
know it, that is your title. How does that make you feel as a fighter, knowing that you had so many goals and ambitions and dreams of your own?
you know, this I always said is box is my hobby, you know.
Yeah,
So everyone said about me, you are a journeyman, but I'm no journeyman who go and just get down for second or third round. I
yeah,
always want fight all
yeah,
distance and I always want win. So
yes, yeah. Well, you've only been stopped by Nathan. Is it Nathan Gorman and somebody else?
Nathan Nathan Gorman, yeah.
Yeah, that's the only person that stopped you. I'm just going to go in here and get the questions right. Alex Hillier has asked, who's next, Kamil? Thank you for your question, Alex.
So we just signed contract for next fight in 18th December in Ukraine
Oh, so you're
with
going to...
Ihor Shweduski. Yeah, so I'm back 10th December from camp, few days rest, and we fly to Ukraine.
Wow, you are proper busy. And
Yeah,
we've got,
busy.
yeah, very busy. We've got another question from 24 Michael Smith. David Adelaye rematch, was it offered? And that is a really good question. We want to know, was that rematch ever offered?
Yeah, if we get any offer, I don't want rematch. He need a rematch with me, you know. I know I'm this fight. I won. So if we get good offer, good money, so definitely we take rematch. No problem.
Okay. But has it been offered to date? Have you been offered
No,
a no? Okay.
no.
So that answers that question. Let me just make sure. Who's the best you've boxed? And this is from Cleary Edwin. And Cleary Edwin is the trainer of Matty Harris, who's a new heavyweight as well. Somebody that you may come into contact with at some point. And Cleary Edwin's asked, who's the best you've boxed out of the UK fighters? And well done last night.
Who is my best box?
The UK, out of the UK fighters that you fought, who was the best one?
Who
That's a
I
good
fight? Yeah.
question. Yes.
Well, Bakole, Martin Bakole.
Okay. And why is that?
And
What was it with Martin Bacoli?
it's very strong, big guy.
That's it's really good to know. Um, right, we've got one from Base the Kid. Thank you for your question. It said, would you take on Alan Babich?
We get offered with Alan Babic, but same time we get offered in Belarus with Jan Kosobucki, and was
Really?
better money. Yeah, was better money, and we take offered with Jan Kosobucki.
Say, all right then. Say, how would you see that fight going if you did fight Alan Babich? How would, because you will know boxers. You've got a hell of a lot of fights under your belt, considering you've only been boxing since 2014. How do you see the fight going with Alan Babich? What are his weaknesses?
I don't know. I not really think about.
No, I think that would be a good fight.
Yeah, possibly.
Mm. Also, Cleary Edwin's asked again, Edwin, sorry, get his names right. Out of all the fighters that you have fought, who would you like a rematch with if you had the
Me?
choice? Yeah. If money wasn't a problem, who would you, with the list of fighters that you fought, who would you want a rematch with?
I never think about this.
Okay.
So yeah, if we get any offer with rematch about with David Adelaye or someone else,
Yeah.
we take it.
I would so love to see that rematch. I mean, if I had the money to pay you to do that fight, I'd pay you. I could have we could have a GoFundMe account. Here we go. Kamil Holcomb has said, Kamil, do you at least get paid well for your fights to be comfortable financially in this role, in your role as a boxer? Thank you, Ra Holcomb. Are you getting paid well, basically?
Yes, is this now? They pay me good for every fight, you know.
That is good to
Yeah.
hear. And Jamie, is it Jamie Morgan? Goals for the win and not just the payday like most journeymen, which is what you said. So yeah, somebody else,
Yeah, exactly.
saluting how you fight. Haichi.now says, are you going to spar Parker? I think you are, aren't you?
I'm back again. Yeah, we last week because I'm here in More camp now, 3 weeks.
Yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. And Raz asked another question. I'm gonna have to pipe these down now. Is there a fighter that you dislike and want to fight? Who would you like to cave their head in the most?
I'm just looking at Kamil Wachur, the Polish heavyweight title. Yeah, and the
Yeah, you're
question
just in the questions.
was offered before the promoter in Poland think about fight with Mariusz Wach, but
Yeah,
at the moment it's quiet. It's quiet.
interesting. Didn't he put on a lot of weight?
Sorry.
Didn't Mariusz Wach put on a lot of weight? Like he
Yes.
didn't look fit.
Yeah, but no, I don't know how he's look, but he's big, tough bloke.
Yeah, very, very.
And very, very good experience, you know.
Yeah, yeah. So it's interesting. So you know when we'll go back briefly on the David Adelaye loss. When it got to the end and they read out the scorecards, what were you thinking before they raised the hand of David? What was going through your mind? Did you know that was going to happen, or was you like shocked?
Little, I think is okay if they you just won't give him win. So I think if they give draw,
Yes.
okay.
Yes. You'd rather that.
But yeah, but they give me lost, so I disagree, you know, with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you and a lot of people in the United Kingdom disagreed with that decision.
Yes.
You were not on your own that night. We were all scratching our heads saying, what was that about? That doesn't make any sense. What did I just watch? But I will say to you, even the George Fox fight, I rewatched it again before we spoke this evening. And what I thought I'd do is I'd just switch off the film and listen to the commentary. I'm telling you now, if I'd have just listened to that commentary, I would have had you losing again.
Really?
Really? If you can, when you get some time, don't watch the video, listen to the commentary. And it sounds like you're losing again. Only when you watch the fight.
Yeah, but to be honest, in Polish, because this fight was in Polish TV as well.
Okay.
And Polish comment was same. Probably I'm lost again, you know.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
And
But when you, yeah. But
big surprise. Yeah. For Polish commentator was big surprise. I win, you know.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. because we were scoring, because I was on a live YouTube channel that we watched the fights, and you know, we all get interactive and we talk with each other while we're watching the fights at home. And you know, we were just saying that he's got to get the win. He's really boxing. He's outboxing George. Going back to last night, he's outboxing him. You know, you were coming with some counters. The one thing is with you is you'll get inside, because I don't think you're afraid to take hits on your head. You'll get inside and then you come with this overhand right. And because George was continuously circling to his left, he kept on going to his left. So he was always open for that shot.
Yes.
I don't know. I'll put it back to you.
Yeah, it was game plan was body shot, and finish overhead.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes I was I'm shoot little bit shorter, you know, keep him, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just couldn't keep you at the distance.
Yeah.
He had a lovely advantage of extremely long arms,
Exactly.
lovely height, but he just couldn't keep you off him.
Yeah, but he now have long reach like different boxers. Sometimes when I fight with taller boxers, a very long reach, but George Fox not really long reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were able to get inside that very, very comfortably. It was good, and personally, I was really, really glad to see you get a justified win.
Thank you.
Because your record doesn't really do you justice of the type of
I was many time robbed, you know.
Yeah.
So it's many fights I'm lost, but I should win.
Yeah, yeah, and it's not fair, because
no fair.
It could dishearten you, but you still carry on, which shows that you've got a really strong mindset. Because you could give, I'm not saying that all right, you get paid, you're not doing it for free. There's money involved. So that's sort of like the carrot at the end of the stick. Okay, you've lost, but you can come back and earn some more money. I'm not saying that. But when somebody keeps on getting loss after loss, it's still going to have an effect on the fighter.
Yeah.
Because even with this one, even with the George Fox win, you were coming off 4 losses.
Yes,
so how did that
true.
feel to finally like to say, yes, I've done it?
Yes, finally in my box rag is another green, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at it. Green.
Yes, last few fights is red. Yeah. And sometimes when a promoter from Europe ring, we can't take more money, because you know last fight is lost. If we've got now green, you can fight about better money. Yeah.
I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that you start getting more greens.
Yeah, hopefully in Ukraine and win again, but is usually in Ukraine sometimes very bad decision as well.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh wow.
So we will see. I'm a little bit worried about fight in Ukraine, about verdict. You know.
Yeah.
We see. Hopefully it will be okay, and then I win.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep them crossed for you, because you mentioned, obviously we know that you were in camp to fight David Adelaye. So you were coming off, you were strong, you know, you look in good shape anyway.
Of course, because you know, keep diet, everything's like shoot, you know.
Yeah. But then you went into a fight with Solomon Dakers. So talk to us about that fight then, because you said that you weren't in shape, that you weren't coming off any particular training. So talk to us about that. Let us know about that, because that was what, about 6 months later? 7 months later, after the Adelaye fight?
Yes.
When you fought Solomon Dakers. So talk to me about that then.
I fight with him October.
Yep.
3rd October.
Yep.
Yes, yes,
So you said you weren't in shape. So why was that?
yes, definitely. It was last fight was no, it's too heavy. I was too heavy, you know.
Right.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. And was that because I don't know?
But
Was that
that
because
and
you?
Salomon Dakras is really good fitness. No strong, but really good fitness and very good mobile, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So he's got a good. He's got a good engine.
yeah,
Yeah.
very good engine.
Yeah. Very fit. But you said he's not strong.
No, because I don't know how old he because he's young, 25 or 26, I don't know.
No, I think he's 28.
28, but he's not very strong, but really good technique.
Yeah. Very good technique. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you said you come in slightly overweight. Solomon had a better engine and was better technically, but didn't have the power.
Yeah, but in the morning, when it was fight day,
Yeah.
I'm wake up in the morning and I'm feeling is not my day.
Mm,
But yesterday I get up in the morning and
yeah.
I'm feeling very good today and be okay, you know.
Yeah.
So, every day
Do
is
you
different.
and does that really happen then? Sometimes you just feel like, okay, I'm going to do it today, and then sometimes it's like, nah, it's not happening.
Yes, exactly was when I fight with Salomon Dakras. Get up in the morning and not today.
Yeah. I was about to say because you got really good when you were introduced at the top table by
Yeah,
Eddie Hearn. They introduced you like you were the
yeah,
main guy. You know, Eddie mentioned that I could see you winning titles, European, da da da. He really like sold you a really good like game. Like, look at this guy, look at him. And I had to think, well, which one's Eddie's fighter? Because he was talking
yeah,
so
yes.
highly
But
of
you know,
you.
it was my first fight in Matchroom,
Yeah, okay.
and I'm sure my skill is very bad, you know. So
It happens. I mean, it's done. You know, you were outboxed that day. I watched that fight, and I know Solomon is very good technically. Um,
good
he's,
engine.
yeah, he's a, you know, he's a good fighter. We've got to give him his dues for that. Um, but then yesterday, like I said, you're coming out of a strong camp. I've seen the pictures on your social media. You've been training with the likes of Tyson Fury, David Ninka, Joseph Parker, the lovely
Yeah,
Jordan Thompson.
yes,
If
yes.
Jordan, if you're listening to this, you need to stop playing about and jump on October Red Boxing. He keeps on messing around, saying that he's busy and he's doing things. But yeah, you've been in a really good camp with these guys, so that showed because you're fresh.
Yes, fresh, good rest, good food, everything.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
sparring.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
and
everything's what need.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, all right. You've got your win. You know what your next fight date is. So now, obviously, you're back in camp with the boys. Jordan's fighting next. Obviously, the same
18.
card. It's
Yes,
the
yes.
December the 18th. How do
David
you?
as well.
Yeah. How do you
Yeah.
see? How do you see the fight going with Chisora Parker? How do you see that happening this time? What do you think, with your expert opinion?
I think you know is Joseph Parker is much stronger than before.
Is he?
Yeah, is much stronger, a little bit heavier. But last sparring, when I spar with him,
Yeah.
is okay. But 2 weeks when we spar is really strong now.
Wow.
Yeah, but
That's
I'm
interesting.
here about Derek Chisora. He good preparing as well. So we will see. 18th December. I don't know.
Are you going to be there? Are you going? Are you going to be
No,
here?
no, no. I will be in Ukraine.
Oh, so you can't even
Yeah.
watch? Well, you can't even be
No.
there to watch. I
Yes.
think that's going to be a really good card. Um, Did you watch the Chisora Parker one, the first fight?
Yes, yes,
And how did
yes.
you find that? What did you think of that fight?
Close fight, very close.
Mm. Yeah.
If they give draw, would be fair.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I definitely agree with you there. I don't know, something, and this is just my opinion. Like I said, I'm a fan before I'm anything else. I just think Chisora's going to do it this time. I don't
I don't
know.
know. I don't
Something
know.
just, I haven't got a crystal ball. I'm not psychic. But just, I don't know. Chisora's totally changed up his camp as well. He's
Hmm.
now training with David Caldwell.
In
Um,
Sheffield, yeah. He
yes,
he tried. Yeah.
yeah. And he's managed by Anthony Joshua's 258. So he's done a 360 on what he's been doing. So I don't know. We'll see on the night, and obviously I reckon it's going to be a good fight. But remember, Chisora knocked down Parker in round one. Do you remember that? He took him
Yeah.
down
Yeah. Yeah.
like straight away, and he was like, "Don't blink." And even Parker was like, "What just happened?" You know. And this is the thing with heavyweight boxing, Kamil. It's so unpredictable.
Yes.
You just never know what's going to happen.
Never. It's a one punch and finish.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So before we go, then I want to ask your opinion on with AJ and USYK, because obviously you've watched. I'm going to make the assumption that you watched the last fight. What were your thoughts on that fight?
Usyk beat him easy
Yeah. And when you say easy,
because Anthony Joshua is different fighter when he fight with Usyk. There's no aggression or nothing.
yes.
And I think if will be rematch, Usyk beat him again.
You think so?
Yes.
So, in your opinion, what do you think went wrong? I mean, you've touched on it there. You sort of like said there was no aggression. Did you believe that Usyk was always going to beat Joshua before the first fight?
Mm, I don't know. Maybe Joshua had bad day, but I think after fight with Ruiz, something changed.
Do you?
Yeah.
And then from the mindset of a fighter, what do you mean? Something changed?
I don't know. It's maybe a little bit scary.
Okay,
Get another knockout. I don't know.
okay.
You should
Yeah.
ask him, no me. I don't know.
Yeah, I will. I'd love to. If he'd speak to me, I definitely would ask him. But it's trying to get into the mindset of how a fighter thinks. You know, what Anthony Joshua is known as an aggressive, come forward fighter. And like you
Yeah,
said,
like
yeah,
I think if he would fight with Klitschko,
yes,
possibly win with Usyk.
yeah, yeah,
But last fight was no very good.
no. So what would you do then if you was in his position? Would you go straight for the rematch, or would you take some time out, step aside, and prepare for the rematch properly? I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I think he should give fight Tyson.
Step aside.
Yeah.
Hmm. And how do you see the fight going if that did happen and Tyson steps in? How do you see that fight going?
Who Tyson with Usyk
Yeah.
would be interesting fight, but I think Tyson win.
How?
Make tired Usyk. He's too heavy.
Okay. Okay. You mean that he'd lean on him, use. Would he be
Yes.
able to? But would he be able to catch USYK? Because USYK's slippery. USYK's very slippery. Would he be able to catch him? To be able to put that pressure on him, like what he did to Deontay Wilder?
Yes, exactly. Same.
You think
Pressure,
he could?
pressure, and lean, and after a few rounds, I don't know, but after a few rounds, I think Usyk would be tired
Okay. Yeah, it's
because
interesting.
he's very different, his weight because he's 25 kilo maybe
Yeah,
different.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
and Tyson is good movement and speed as well.
yeah. The hand speed.
Yeah.
And Tyson's got very good boxing brain.
Yes, very good brain.
IQ. Yeah, boxing
Hmm.
IQ. As Usyk, but Usyk's got phenomenal boxing brain. Because I think one of the things that Tony Bellew was saying is that Usyk tires you out mentally because you're having to think all the time, what is he going to do next? And that exhausts fighters.
Hmm.
But you don't think you could do that to Tyson?
We will
Interesting.
see. Hopefully, they will be fight, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
So back to you then. I really appreciate you taking the time out to speak with me today. I know, you're busy, you're training.
Sorry for last time because I was a little bit busy and don't have time.
Don't worry.
But yeah.
Honestly, I don't mind. I'm grateful that we've done this. I want to do it again. I don't like to just speak to fighters once and then I never see them again. I love to still have that relationship with the fighters so I can always speak and catch up. I really want to speak to you again after you fight in Ukraine. I'll be keeping my eye out for that. So please put on your social media any posters for the fight, so then I'll share it on my story so we can start to follow you because you've got fans in the UK. The messages are still coming through saying well done for last night. Good win last night, Kamil. People are interested in you as a fighter. If someone win against Usyk, it's not because of skills, it's because they're big. And this is from, okay, I'm not gonna pronounce that because I'll just sound like an idiot. Can you see?
Thank you very much for support me and good comments. Yeah. Because I'm get lots message yesterday and after fight with Adelaye, so thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, anytime. So yeah, we'll have to catch up again. Congratulations, like I said.
Thank you very much.
Kamil, please keep in touch. I'd really like that because I want you to keep winning. I'm glad that you had that controversial loss to David Adelaye because I wouldn't have known who you were. So everything for a reason because you've caught our eyes now. And with the British fans, we love boxing. We really do.
I know.
But shout out all the Polish guys in here that are bigging you up as well. I can only speak for the Brits, being a Brit myself, but we really love boxing. So yeah. Kamil, I'm going to let you go. Is there anything that you want to say before you get off, though? Is there anything you want to say to the people that are listening or anything like that? Get your followers up.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All good.
All right.
Yeah.
Kamil, until the next time.
Thank you for your chat with you and see you soon, yes? And
yeah. My pleasure. I'll post this on my page so everyone can watch it later anyway, but thank you so much. And I'll speak to you soon.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, thank you. Bye. Take care. Bye.